You must have heard about MCP. Let's learn about it today. Model Context Protocol, usually called MCP. It's becoming a common way for AI systems to connect with tools and data. The easiest way to understand MCP is to think about USB. Before common connection standards, different devices needed different cables and connectors. Your printer might use one connection, your camera might use another, your storage device might need something completely different. Then standards like USB gave manufacturers a shared way to connect devices. MCP is trying to solve a similar problem for AI. Imagine an AI agent in the middle of the whiteboard. Now place a database on one side. Add a document system, a calendar, and a business application. The agent needs these systems because intelligence alone isn't enough. If it needs customer information, it must access the database. If it needs company knowledge, it may need your documents. If it needs to schedule something, it needs the calendar. Without a shared standard, developers can build separate custom connections for each system. One connection for the database, another for the documents, another for the calendar, another for every new application you add. That creates a lot of repeated wiring. Now place one box between the AI and those tools. Label it MCP. MCP stands for Model Context Protocol. A protocol is simply an agreed set of rules for how two systems communicate. MCP gives AI applications a standard way to discover and interact with external tools and data. So instead of every AI application inventing a completely different connection method, both sides can support the same protocol. That's why the USB comparison is useful. USB doesn't make your keyboard smarter. It standardizes how your keyboard connects. MCP doesn't make an AI model smarter either. It standardizes how AI applications connect to outside capabilities. Let's make this practical. Imagine you have an AI assistant helping with customer support. A customer asks where their order is. The AI needs information it wasn't trained to know. Through connected tools, it can look up the customer. It can retrieve the order. It can check the current delivery status. Then it can use that real information to answer the customer. The same pattern can work with documents, databases, developer tools, and many business applications. And this ecosystem has grown quickly. MCP now has thousands of public servers, and major AI platforms support the protocol. That broad adoption is why you'll increasingly see MCP when people build AI agents. But here's where people usually get confused. MCP itself isn't an AI agent. It doesn't reason through your problem. It doesn't decide your business rules. And connecting a tool doesn't automatically make that tool safe for an AI to use. Permissions and guardrails still matter. MCP is the connection layer. Think of it as the standardized port that helps the agent reach the systems it needs. So, to recap, AI models can think, but useful agents often need access to outside tools and data. MCP provides a shared standard for making those connections, instead of creating completely different wiring every time. Once you understand MCP as the USB port of AI, the idea becomes much easier to remember. Save this concept. MCP is becoming an important part of the skill set for people building and working with AI systems.